Oregon State University. Oregon State University, OSU, is a public land-grant research university in Corvallis, Oregon. The university offers more than 200 undergraduate degree programs along with a variety of graduate and doctoral degrees. On-campus enrollment averages near 32,000, making it the state's largest university. Since its founding, over 272,000 students have graduated from OSU. It is classified among Roan Doctoral Universities' very high research activity, with an additional, optional designation as a community engagement university. OSU is a land-grant university that also participates in the Sea Grant, Space Grant, and Sun Grant research consortia. It is one of only 4 such universities in the country. University of Hawaii at Manoa, Cornell University, and Pennsylvania State University are the others. OSU received $441 million in research funding for the 2017 fiscal year and consistently ranks as the state's top earner in research funding. History. The 1800s. The university's roots date to 1856, when it was founded as a primary and preparatory community school known as Corvallis Academy. The school's first teacher and principal was John Wesley Johnson, a famous figure in Oregon higher education. Johnson received his secondary education in Corvallis before working at the new academy. He later attended Yale University and was instrumental in developing other Oregon colleges. Within a decade of its inception, college-level coursework was added to the academy's curriculum, making it the first public college in the region and a magnet for Oregon's young adults seeking a profession. The university has had 11 names since opening, 8 of them during the 1800s. Like many of today's land-grant colleges and universities, name changes were common during this period and helped schools better align themselves with some of the largest available grants in agricultural research. Corvallis area Freemasons played a leading role in developing the early school. Several of the university's largest buildings are named after these early founders. The school offered its first college-level curriculum in 1865 under the administration of the Methodist Episcopal Church, South, and the school's first president, William A. Finley. On August 22, 1868, official articles of incorporation were filed for Corvallis College. October 27, 1868, is known as OSU Charter Day. The Oregon Legislative Assembly designated Corvallis College as the agricultural college of the state of Oregon and the recipient of the land grant. Acceptance of this grant required the college to comply with the requirements set forth in the Morrill Land Grant Acts, and the name of the school was changed to Corvallis State Agricultural College. The school was then authorized to grant Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Master of Arts degrees. The first graduating class was in 1870, with Bachelor of Arts degrees. As the school's name changed, so did its mission. Coursework in the sciences and technology became the most popular starting in 1900. The 1900s. In 1929, the Legislative Assembly passed the Oregon Unification Bill, which placed the school under the oversight of the newly formed Oregon State Board of Higher Education. A doctorate in education was first offered in the early 1930s, with the conferral of 4 Doctor of Philosophy degrees in 1935. That year also saw the creation of the first summer session. The growing diversity in degree programs led to another name change in 1937, when the school became Oregon State College. The school's current name, Oregon State University, was adopted on March 6, 1961, by a legislative act signed into law by Governor Mark Hatfield. Campuses. Main campus Corvallis. The 420-acre, 170-home main campus is the centerpiece of Corvallis, Oregon, 83 miles south of Portland. The campus lies near the middle of the state's Willamette Valley and has been ranked the safest campus in the PAC-10 1994. Much of the main campus was designed by landscape architect John Charles Olmsted in 1906. In 2008, Olmsted's early campus design was designated by the National Register of Historic Places as the Oregon State University Historic District. It is the only college or university campus in Oregon to hold a historic district designation. The Memorial Union was designed by OSU alumni and renowned Oregon architect Lee Arden Thomas. It has been recognized as one of the finest examples of neoclassical architecture in Oregon. Branch Campus Bend. In 2016, OSU completed the construction of a branch campus in Bend. This campus is called OSU Cascades and offers students living in Oregon's central region an opportunity to attend select classes closer to their homes. Ecampus Online. Oregon State offers more than 80 degree and certificate programs made up from a selection of over 1,500 online courses in more than 110 subjects. U.S. News & World Report ranked OSU online bachelor's degree programs fourth in the nation in 2021 and has ranked them in the top 10 since 2013. In 2021, College Choice ranked the Ecampus Liberal Arts program number 1 in the nation. The OSU faculty teaching on campus also offer many of these same programs and courses online through the Oregon State University Ecampus website. Students who pursue an online education at Oregon State earn the same diploma and transcript as on-campus students. Organization and administration. Colleges and schools. The academic programs are divided among 12 colleges and the graduate school, each with a dean responsible for all faculty, staff, students, and academic programs. Colleges are divided either into departments administered by a department head/chair or schools administered by a director who oversees program coordinators. Each school or department is responsible for academic programs leading to degrees, certificates, options, or minors. Extension Service Program. OSU Extension Service Program is a section for non-students and adult education established on July 24, 1911, under the leadership of Vice Provost Scott. OSU Extension's Combined Experiment and Extension Centers, Branch Experiment Stations, and Open Campus are in several counties. Programs include 4-H Youth Development, Agriculture and Natural Resources includes OSU Master Gardener, Metro Master Gardener, Family and Community Health/SNAP Ed, and Forestry and Natural Resources. Funding. Together with university leaders, the OSU Foundation publicly launched Oregon State's first comprehensive fundraising campaign, the Campaign for OSU, on October 26, 2007, with a goal of $625 million. Donors exceeded the goal in October 2010, nearly a year ahead of schedule, resulting in a goal increase to $850 million. In March 2012, the goal was raised to $1 billion. At OSU Annual State of the University Address in Portland on January 31, 2014, President Edward J. Ray announced that campaign contributions had passed $1 billion, putting Oregon State in a group of 35 public universities to cross the billion-dollar fundraising mark. The campaign for OSU concluded on December 31, 2014, with more than $1.01 billion from 106,000 donors. The Oregon State University Foundation is a nonprofit organization chartered to raise and administer private funds in support of the university's education, research, and outreach, governed by a volunteer board of trustees. It holds total net assets exceeding $744 million and manages the majority portion of the university's composite endowment, valued at more than $596 million as of 2018. International partnerships. Oregon State has varied in numerous partnership agreements with international institutions, including James Cook University in Australia, the University of Forestry in Bulgaria, Lincoln University in New Zealand, and India's Gokula Education Foundation. Academic profile. Admissions. Admission to Oregon State is rated selective by U.S. News & World Report. In fall 2019, Total student enrollment was 31,719, the largest among all Oregon universities. For fall 2015, OSU received 14,058 freshman applications, 11,016 were admitted 78.4% and 3,593 enrolled. The average high school grade point average GPA of the enrolled freshmen was 3.58, while the middle 50% range of SAT scores were 480-610 for critical reading, 490-630 for math, and 470-590 for writing. The middle 50% range of the ACT composite score was 21-28. Teaching. OSU has more majors, minors, and special programs than any other university or college in Oregon. Research has played a central role in the university's overall operations for much of its history. Most of OSU research continues at the Corvallis campus, but an increasing number of endeavors are underway at various locations throughout the state and abroad. Research facilities beyond the campus include the John L. Fryer Aquatic Animal Health Laboratory in Corvallis, the Seafood Laboratory in Astoria, and the Food Innovation Laboratory in Portland. The university's College of Earth, Ocean, and Atmospheric Sciences (CIAS) operates several laboratories, including the Hatfield Marine Science Center and multiple oceanographic research vessels based in Newport. CIAS is now co-leading the largest ocean science project in U.S. history, the Ocean Observatories Initiative (OI). The OI features a fleet of undersea gliders at 6 sites in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans with multiple observation platforms. CIAS is also leading the design and construction of the next class of oceanfaring research vessels for the National Science Foundation, which will be the largest grant or contract ever received by any Oregon university. OSU also manages nearly 11,250 acres, 4,550 ha forest land, including the McDonald Dunn Research Forest. The 2005 Carnegie Classification of Institutions of Higher Education recognized OSU as a comprehensive doctoral with medical/veterinary university. It is one of 3 such universities in the Pacific Northwest to be classified in this category. In 2006, Carnegie also recognized OSU as having very high research activity, making it the only university in Oregon to attain these combined classifications. The National Sea Grant College program was founded in the 1960s. OSU is one of the original 4 Sea Grant colleges selected in 1971. In 1967, the Radiation Center was constructed at the edge of campus, housing a 1.1 MW Triga Mark Roman II research reactor. The reactor is equipped to utilize highly enriched uranium HEU for fuel. U.S. News & World Report's 2008 rankings placed OSU 8th in the nation in graduate nuclear engineering. OSU was one of the early members of the Federal Space Grant Program. Designated in 1991, the additional grant program made Oregon State one of only 13 schools in the United States to serve as a combined land grant, sea grant, and space grant university. Most recently, OSU was designated as a federal Sun Grant institution. The designation, made in 2003, makes Oregon State one of only 3 such universities, the others being Cornell University and Penn State, and the first of 2 public institutions with all 4 designations, the other being Penn State. In 2001, OSU Wave Research Laboratory was designated by the National Science Foundation as a site for tsunami research under the Network for Earthquake Engineering Simulation. The O.H. Hinsdale Wave Research Laboratory is on the edge of the campus and is one of the world's largest and most sophisticated laboratories for education, research, and testing in coastal, ocean, and related areas. The National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences funds 2 research centers at OSU. The Environmental Health Sciences Center has been funded since 1969, and the Superfund Research Center has been funded since 2009. OSU administers the H.J. Andrews Experimental Forest, a United States Forest Service facility dedicated to forestry and ecology research. The Andrews Forest is a UNESCO International Biosphere Reserve. OSU Open Source Lab is a nonprofit founded in 2003 and funded in part by corporate sponsors that include Facebook, Google, and IBM. The organization's goal is to advance open source technology, and it hires and trains OSU students in software development and operations for large-scale IT projects. The lab hosts a number of projects, including a contract with the Linux Foundation. Military. Oregon State University is one of the few universities to have ROT detachments for each branch of the U.S. military. Oregon State University Army ROT is a distinguished program and has been taught regularly since 1873. The so-called Beaver Battalion is known as the West Point of the West for producing more commissioned officers than any other non-military school during World War II. It is located in McAlexander Fieldhouse, named after General Ulysses G. McAlexander, the former commander of Army ROT. After the Second World War ended in 1945, a Department of Naval Science was added at Oregon State, providing officer training for both the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Marine Corps. It is now one of the largest in the nation and has earned the unofficial title Naval Academy of the Northwest. On July 1, 1949, the U.S. Army Air Corps Training Branch became a separate officer training unit now known as Aerospace Science. The Oregon State Air Force ROT draws more freshman scholarships than any other AFROT unit in the nation and has had over 1,000 officers commissioned. In 1977, 2 graduates of the OSU AFROT became the first women pilots in the Air Force. Today, the Army and Air Force ROT programs at the university share the McAlexander Fieldhouse. Libraries. In 1999, OSU finished a $40 million remodeling of the campus library. Known as the Valley Library, the remodeled building was selected by the Library Journal as its 1999 Library of the Year, the first academic library so named. Rankings and recognition. In 2021, U.S. News & World Report ranked OSU tied for 139th nationally, tied for 71st top public, and tied for 58th most innovative university in the U.S. and tied for 277th best globally. In its 2016 Global Ranking of Academic Subjects, the Academic Ranking of World Universities ranked Oregon State University's Environmental Science and Engineering program 20th in the world. Its Electrical and Electronic Engineering program was ranked in the top 151-200 positions worldwide, while its Materials Science and Agriculture and Forestry at Oregon State University ranks 23rd in the world, 9th in the U.S. according to QS World University Rankings in 2019. In 2012, ECO Northwest conducted an economic impact analysis that found that each year OSU has a $2.06 billion economic footprint. $1.93 billion of this total was in the state of Oregon. Student life. Corvallis is Oregon's 10th largest city. It is a relatively small community, and many of the local events have a strong connection to the university. OSU has over 400 active student organizations and groups. The campus is only a few hours driving distance from any number of outdoor recreation opportunities. Several federal and state natural forests and parks are popular student destinations. These include the Cascade Range, a rugged coastline, several large forests, the high desert, and numerous rivers and lakes. Portland, Oregon's largest city, is 85 mi 137 km north of campus. From 1930 to 1968, OSU was home to the Gamma chapter of Fratters, a philanthropic social organization for female college students. Gamma was the third chapter of the organization, which eventually had over 20 chapters in Canada and the U.S. Most older OSU students live off campus, but on-campus housing is available and required for most incoming freshmen. There are 16 residence halls on campus, which are organized into individual hall councils. The residence halls include Bloss Hall, Buxton Hall, Callahan Hall, Cawthorne Hall, Dixon Lodge, Finley Hall, Halsell Hall, Hawley Hall International Living Learning Center, McNary Hall, Poling Hall, Sackett Hall, Tebow Hall, Weatherford Hall, West Hall, and Wilson Hall. Residents make up the membership, and each council holds its own elections to select management over the hall government. All the councils are managed by the Residence Hall Association (RHA). The Lascelles Stewart Center is the conference and performing arts center for the campus. Many famous speakers have graced the stage of the campus's main auditorium, Austin Auditorium, while the Corvallis OSU Symphony plays there frequently. The OSU Office of Conferences and Special Events is in the auditorium. The university is home to Orange Media Network, the university's student media department. Orange Media Network encompasses the award-winning The Daily Barometer student newspaper, KBVR 88.7 FM KBVR-TV, Husum Art and Literary Journal, Lifestyle, magazine Beaver's Digest, and fashion magazine Da Mike. 2 Oregon State students are members of the Oregon Student Association Board of Directors. Notable among a number of songs commonly played and sung at various events such as commencement, convocation, and athletic games are hailed to Old OSU and the alma mater. There is a IMCA round table at the university. Student government. The Associated Students of Oregon State University (ASUSU) is the officially recognized student government at Oregon State University and represents all students in campus affairs and at community, state, and federal levels regarding issues that directly influence the quality of and access to post-secondary education. Diversity. Like most American universities and colleges, OSU actively works to diversify its faculty and staff. In 1993, OSU reported having difficulties retaining and hiring minority faculty members. Only 150 out of 2284 faculty members were Black, Native American, Asian, or Hispanic. In response, the school president and vice president introduced a hiring initiative to promote and enhance diversity. The initiative recognizes the compelling need to build a welcoming and inclusive university community and the direct relationship between excellence and diversity. In 2007, Scott Reed was named Vice Provost for Outreach and Engagement as OSU Extension Service and OSU Ecampus were aligned under this new division. Ecampus delivers OSU degree programs and courses online and at a distance to students worldwide. In accordance with the university's mission for diversity, many organizations, clubs, and departments have been formed, including the Office of Community and Diversity and several cultural and resource centers. Oregon State University has several cultural centers aimed at promoting diversity and supporting students of color, including the Lonnie B. Harris Black Cultural Center, Native American Longhouse, Asian and Pacific Cultural Center, and the Centro Cultural Cesar Chavez. In addition to its mission of ethnic diversity, Oregon State University supports its lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender population with a Pride Center. Athletics, people, faculty, and staff. OSU has several notable faculty members, including Bernard Malamud, novelist and short story writer; George Poinar, Jr., entomology professor whose work extracting DNA from insects fossilized in amber was the inspiration for the novel and film Jurassic Park; William Appleman Williams, historian; Ernest H. Wiegand, inventor of the modern maraschino cherry; Pat Casey, baseball coach who was named Coach of the Year by several publications in both 2006 and 2007 when he led the baseball team to back-to-back national championships; Slats Gill, former OSU basketball coach and member of the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame; Corin Manoa, physicist, best known for clarifying superradiance in both gravitational and electromagnetic contexts; Tevian Dre, mathematician, co-author of scientific paper on the existence of solutions to Einstein's equation with non-zero Bondi news. Ralph Miller, former OSU basketball coach and member of the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Dana Reason, director of the Popular Music Studies program and acclaimed Canadian pianist and composers. James Cassidy, soil scientist, bassist, and keyboard player for Information Society. Craig Robinson, former OSU head basketball coach and the brother-in-law of President Barack Obama. Alumni. A complete list of Oregon State alumni is available here. Oregon State University has numerous nationally and internationally famous alumni who have contributed significantly to their professions. Among over 200,000 OSU alumni, scientist and peace activist Linus Pauling may be the most famous. Pauling is the only recipient of 2 unshared Nobel Prizes in the fields of chemistry and peace. Arts and entertainment. In arts and entertainment, alumni include Trevor Barnett, actor; Jeffrey Davis, poet; Harley Jessup, special effects production designer, art director, Kathy Marshall, news anchor. George Oppen, Pulitzer Prize winner. Jody and Patterson, model. Mike Rich, screenwriter. Travis Rush, country music singer. Lee Arden Thomas, architect who designed the OSU Memorial Union. Sarah Jean Underwood, model, actress. Kendra Sunderland, model and pornographic actress expelled. Business. In the business world, some OSU alumni hold or have held prominent positions in various industries, including Thomas J. Autzen, plywood manufacturing pioneer and namesake of the University of Oregon's Autzen Stadium. Mercedes Allison Bates, the first female officer of General Mills and former vice president of its Betty Crocker cooking division. Peggy Chern, co-founder of Panda Express. Jen H. Sun Huang, co-founder and CEO of NVIDIA. Timothy S. Leatherman, inventor of the Leatherman tool and founder of the Leatherman Tool Group. Don Robert, CEO of Experian. Brian McMenamin, co-founder of the McMenamin's restaurant/hotel/theater chain. Bernie Newcomb, co-founder of E** Trade. Leonard Schoon, founder of U-Haul. John A. Young, former president and CEO of Hewlett-Packard. Military. Several notable OSU alumni are associated with the military, including Edward Allworth, Medal of Honor recipient; Marion Eugene Carl, World War II flying ace and USC Major General; Elmer E. Hall, World War II Brigadier General, USC; John Noble Holcomb, Medal of Honor recipient; Anthony E. Van Dyke, Commander of Marine Forces at Henderson Hall and Colonel of the USC; Ulysses G. McAlexander, Commander of Army ROT from 1907–1911 and again from 1915–1917. Earned the nickname Rock of the Marne during World War I, helped with the construction of the Memorial Union, and received an honorary doctorate from the university in 1930. Politics. In politics, notable alumni include the following: Cecil Andrus, former governor of Idaho and United States Secretary of the Interior. Rod Chandler, former U.S. Representative. John Ensign, former U.S. Senator. John Hubert Hall, former governor of Oregon. Julia Butler Hanson, former U.S. Representative. Douglas McKay, former governor of Oregon and U.S. Secretary of the Interior. Norris Powelson, former U.S. Representative. Frederick Stawer, former U.S. Senator. The U.S. Senators. U.S. Senator. Lowell Stockman, former U.S. Representative. Jolene Unsold, former U.S. Representative. Mary Carlin Yates, former U.S. Ambassador to Burundi and Ghana 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 and Ghana. Kevin Cameron, former U.S. Representative. Science and Engineering. Notable science and engineering alumni include Charity Dean, MD, MPH and TM, epidemiologist, Assistant Director of the California Department of Public Health in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic in the United States, co-founder and CEO of the public health company. Douglas Engelbart, winner National Medal of Technology, known for computer mouse and mother of all demos. Paul H. Emmett, staff of the Manhattan Project. Milton Harris, founder of Harris Research Laboratories and former chair of the board of directors of the American Chemical Society. Sarah Harris, climate scientist and 3M National Teaching Fellow at the University of British Columbia. Wayne L. Habel, Jules Stein Professor of Ophthalmology at UCLA. Donald M. Kerr, wildlife biologist, and founded the High Desert Museum. Linus Pauling, only winner of 2 unshared Nobel Prizes, chemist known for advancing the theory of the chemical bond and the concept of orthomolecular medicine. Stephen O. Rice, a pioneer in the related fields of information theory, communications theory, and telecommunications. Ada Rhodes Short, mechatronic design engineer and transgender rights activists. William Tebow, first African-American male graduate, chemical engineering 1948, namesake of William Tebow Residence Hall. Earl A. Thompson, inventor of the manual transmission synchronizer in 1923 and leader of the team at General Motors Corporation that developed the first hydromatic automatic transmission in 1940. Michael Waterman, co-inventor of the Smith-Waterman algorithm used in DNA sequence alignment. Holds an endowed associate's chair in biological sciences, mathematics, and computer science at the University of Southern California. One of the foundational and lead figures in the field of computational biology. Sports. Oregon State athletes have had a significant showing in professional sports, including more than 15 MLB players, more than 20 NBA players, and more than 130 NFL players. Bella Bixby, born 1995, goalkeeper for Portland Thorns FC and United States women's national soccer team. Ben Carter, born 1994, American-Israeli basketball player in the Israel Basketball Premier League. Colby Covington, professional mixed martial artist, former UFC interim welterweight champion. Jared Cunningham, basketball player in the Israeli Basketball Premier League. Derek Anderson, NFL Pro Bowler. Terry Baker, quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner in 1962. Brent Barry, former NBA player, Brandon Cooks, wide receiver for the Los Angeles Rams. Michael Conforto, MLB All-Star and former New York Mets outfielder. Nathan Coy, mixed martial artist, former Maximum Fighting Championship welterweight champion. Jacoby Ellsbury, MLB All-Star, two-time World Series champion, and former New York Yankees center fielder Dick Fosbury, Olympian high jumper, and creator of the Fosbury Flop. AC Green, former NBA player nicknamed Iron Man, NBA All-Star and three-time NBA champion. Les Gutches, Inca titles 1995 and 1996 Olympic team. Dan Hodge Trophy as the nation's best college wrestler in 1996. Freestyle wrestling world champion, member of National Wrestling Hall of Fame. Johnny Hecker, punter for the Los Angeles Rams. T.J. Houshman Zaid, NFL Pro Bowler. Joni Huntley, first American woman to high jump over 6'FT 1.8 mm. Steven Jackson, former running back, NFL Pro Bowler. Chad Johnson, former NFL wide receiver / Pro Bowler. Gary Payton, 2006 NBA champion, member of the Basketball Hall of Fame, and nine-time NBA All-Star. Gary Payton Roman II, NBA guard, currently playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. Son of Gary Payton. Robin Reed, undefeated amateur wrestler. Tracy Smith, 1968 U.S. Olympic team, 10,000 meters, world record holder, 3-mile, six-time AA national champion. Sean Mannion, quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Marcus Wheaton, wide receiver for the Chicago Bears. Bill Wold, basketball player for the Hapoel Tel Aviv basketball team in the Israeli Basketball Premier League. Other notable alumni include Stacey Allison, first American woman to reach the summit of Mount Everest. Pamela Citronbaum, journalist and restorative justice practitioner. William Ofaline, NASA astronaut. Husnu Özyacan, Turkish billionaire businessman, philanthropist. Jody and Patterson, Playboy Playmate of the Year 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 of the Year. Donald Pettit, NASA astronaut. Ernest H. Taves, psychiatrist, author and UFO skeptic. Sarah Jean Underwood, Playboy Playmate of the Year 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 of the Points of interest. Endurance Array, Hatfield Marine Science Center. Linus Pauling Institute, OH, Hinsdale Wave Research Laboratory, Oregon State University, Cascades Campus, Oregon State University Radiation Center, PV Arboretum,